Here, I'll put just the two of us. There we go. That's a better screen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sunday night stream. Sorry, we're a little bit late. There's been some technical difficulties throughout Asia and Eastern Europe, but it's all good now. Welcome. Say hello to Alex, everybody. Alex, how are you, mate?
Awesome. Maybe a little bit hot.
Thank you for coming along on this Sunday of fucking nonsense, really. Madness. There's a few things on the agenda. Samantha, Glowing, DZ, PSP, Buck, Zig, welcome you all. 2025. Good to see you all, my friends. It's been a bit of a crazy week in the real world of shit. Life has been kicking along. We've got a few different things tonight. We've got a new Bullshido video. I've got some videos that I've saved to my watch later screen. That should be a bit of fun. Yeah, I'm decided we're going to talk about a few things in terms of the channel. Kickboxer's coming early next week. And then there's this question here. Do we think he shit his pants? Now, oh shit. Now that's an important question that makes no sense now, but it'll make a lot more sense later on, don't worry. So, do we think he shit his pants? Alex, you'll understand a bit more about that, what that means.
Yeah, I've made the whole video about that.
About someone shitting. Well, not just Seagal shitting their pants. This is different. This is a different video. I've done a video about that too with Jean LaBelle. And then we've got some games. We've got some games tonight, Alex, where I ask some questions and you have to try and guess what the pictures mean. They spell something out, right? So there's various pictures that will spell out Seagal related stuff. I will tell you what it is, and then it's your job to answer. People in the chat will also do the same, but that's a little bit of a game we got tonight. And of course, new Bullshido and a bunch of other nonsense. But yeah, mate, what's been happening in your world? Everything okay? You good?
Yeah. As you said, life is kicking in. Right. I can definitely relate to that.
Yeah, well, everyone's busy with their own shit. Life is what it is. The world keeps spinning. Things cost more money every year. We make less money every year. That's what it feels like. But, luckily we've got Steven Seagal to just give us something to aspire to,
Where is he now? What is he doing now?
Right now, that's a good question. Right now, he's probably floating somewhere between your motherland and Dubai, I would say. He spends a lot of his time in Russia and Dubai. So I'm not exactly sure where he is right at this very point. He was at your Victory Day parade a few weeks ago, or whatever it was, or a month ago in Russia. He was
no,
you're not aware of this, obviously. You're not aware of this, but he was up there with some of the lads in Russia. He wasn't with Putin, though. He wasn't with Putin, but he was somewhere around, doing Seagal-like stuff.
He was checking the quality of tanks, right?
And honestly, Alex, he looks huge. Like he looks. I'll see if I can find it. But he looks like he's eaten his former self. He looks like he's eating his children. Oh, here we go.
He always did.
Just wait till you see him from the side.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's looking pretty big, man. He's looking pretty we say rotund, quite round, quite spherical. Look at that. I mean, look how far. I always say, right, you got to look how far the shirt is. The bottom of the shirt is away from his clothes. I mean, it's huge, man. Like, he's looking.
What is happening?
He's looking unhealthy. I'm getting worried because if he dies off, what am I going to do? I mean, I can't make fun of a dead guy.
I know.
So I need him to last a few more years to get into it. My stunning husband. He is your stunning mark for diabetes. Yeah, it's true. He is marked for diabetes. But he's looking quite big. But there was a few videos of him. There he is again on. See, again, he's not with Putin. He's with someone else. But
he looks good.
There he looks all right because you can't see his gut and how he looks like he's eating a walrus. But yeah, he's looking pretty damn big.
There is something blue on his cheek or his cheek skull.
Here?
Yeah.
Here?
What is this? What is this?
He
he actually got in a fight?
No, probably just some fat stains. We call them fat stains in the West. I imagine he's got some fat stains on his face. He looks like Genghis Khan. he does, Corton. He looks a little bit. Well, he is Mongolian. He's Russian Mongolian, Alex. I'm sure you're aware of that, right?
Of
you do know
course.
that he's Russian Mongolian, yeah?
Yes, as well as Italian and the Japanese a little bit.
Well,
and
he's actually
Indian and the Mexican. Do not forget about
he's
that.
he's
all right?
Russian, right? He's Russian. His family are from Vladivostok in Belarus, which I looked up is about 1,200 kilometers away, or 12,000, quite a long way away. It's not nearby, but yeah,
Not
it's
even
quite
close.
It's pure
It's on
Mohawk.
different parts of the world.
Actually, glowing. His grandma was pure Mohawk. He wasn't pure Mohawk. His grandma was pure Mohawk, Native American.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen that clip, but there's also a clip of him saying, "Yeah."
Yes, I didn't know that it was his grandma, but I know that he's pure Mohawk.
Yeah, no, it's from his grandma's side. So
okay, all right.
His granny's genes were the dominant ones. Well, yeah, he's pretty much a bit of everything. He's a mysterious man. Now, funnily enough, I did have a comment this week from a gentleman who said, I was an extra on 5 of Steven Seagal's films in the early 2000s. He was an awesome guy. All the young female staff were definitely looking for his attention, looking for his money. Now, there's a few things we need to discuss here. First of all, no one's ever said he was an awesome guy, so I'm going to challenge that. Not a single person has said he's an awesome guy. So I take a bit of umbrage at that. There's something going on there. All the female staff were looking for his attention. I believe that. Looking for his money, definitely 100%. That I believe. And
all
I think
of
he was
the female stuff. All the young female stuff.
Well, young. Notice how he says young, not the older ones.
I think that the ones from the Thailand salons maybe was looking for his money, but
I imagine it's the ones who are stupid enough to think that being in a Steven Seagal movie would help their career, whereas the older ones, they're a bit smarter, so they know that they shouldn't waste their time. He's just trying to fuck them, whereas the young ones, they're a bit naive. So I think that's what took place, in my opinion. I love it when people.
Makes sense.
Well, just logically thinking, I love it when people try and defend Seagal for real. Yeah, so do I. I do get a few comments of people that are come at me for hating on Seagal. Last week, someone had to go at me for having a whole channel and a bunch of losers on this channel making fun of Seagal. And I thought, thank you, I appreciate it. Your hate comment helps my algorithm. What can I say? I can't be angry at you for it.
You can't be angry on truth. It is
exactly
truth.
Well, that's it.
You can't change it.
The facts are the facts. So on a few videos today, we've got a few AI videos, not made by me, but made by other people, as well as Alex. By the way, I mean your people, man, they're awesome, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. Just sit tight for a second, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The Russians, whatever like anyone else does, the Russians just think, you know what, fuck that. We can do shit way crazier than any other motherfucker can do. That's generally what I find, and I love it. I appreciate it. Now, I'm just trying to find. There was a video I had about nose. There's a Russian sport that I think it was created in Russia of nose pulling. All right, here we go, right here. Now, I don't know if you can understand what's being said. Maybe you can, but obviously I can't.
Yes.
Этот вид спорта называется перетягивание носа. Это уникальное мероприятие, проводимое на Олимпийских играх.
What?
That's what I'm saying, man. The Russian. That's what I'm saying. You guys just. Think,
I can't even look at that. I can't.
That's why I respect the Russians, man. They just basically say, you know what? Fuck normal shit. Fuck all this normal, boring shit. You guys can do whatever you want. We're gonna do some crazy shit. I mean, look at that, man. His nose is fucked. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And that's why I like it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but I don't think that this guy is Russian, though. He doesn't look Slavic.
That guy? Okay, I just assumed it was Russian because you guys, like, again, Kajitsu, right?
He is talking about some crazy Olympic kind of sports that. So, unfortunately, we are not that awesome to do this kind of sport. He doesn't look Slavic at all.
Did you say Olympic?
Yes, he is. You can play it again. I understood everything he said. Yeah.
Okay, now that's. I don't know. I've never seen that in the Olympics, but if it exists,
neither. Yeah,
I'd be
A bunch
interested.
of bullshit.
By the way, everyone, the audio might be a little funny tonight because we're having a bit of reverb. So hopefully, let me know if the playback's all right with the audio, or if there's audio playback issues, please, or volume issues, because it's a little bit different tonight. All right, and just before we continue, there's one more thing, Alex. So car jitsu, right, is a jiu-jitsu in a car. Okay, so just two dudes doing jiu-jitsu in a car, right? Okay, and then what happened was, this is Russia versus America, by the way. And then what happened was Russia thought, you know what? Fuck that shit. Let's just take it to the next level and beat the fuck out of each other in a car. And these guys are Russian,
Polish, right? Guys. No, they are Polish.
Oh, okay. So I'm being racist, man. I'm assuming anyone who does crazy shit is Russian.
At least they are Slavic.
Well, I'm on the right path, but it's not my fault. It's Don Fry's fault. You know who Don Fry is? Are you aware of Don Fry? Do you know who Don Fry is, Alex? Have you heard of him? Sorry.
Someone who doesn't recheck his information.
What's that?
He is someone who doesn't confirm his information.
Who, Don Fry?
Apparently, yeah.
I see you know him. This is why I assume this is one of my favorite clips of. You've probably seen this clip before, right? Have you or not? About when he talks about Russian men or not?
This is Russian man. Yes, I know.
You know this. You know this clip.
I know this guy. I know this face.
And strike force. Don, let me ask you.
Oh, sorry.
The Russians don't like being told what to do, especially by some pansy. You know, and the goddamn Russians are last men on the planet. You know, everybody in the U.S. been feminized so bad, we all be carrying a purse and high heels. You know.
Now that will piss off a lot of American people, which is why because I wait for American people to get upset. But Don Fry was like born in a vat of grease fat, like beef fat, cooked in like deep oil. That's what Don Fry's like. What do you mean he doesn't check his facts? What did he say that's not true? I don't really know too much about him. I just like that he's old school man. But what did he say when you said he didn't check his facts, Alex? What did you mean by that?
I thought he called Polish people Russians. No,
did he?
It was you. It was you.
No, that was me. I called
you are racist. All right. Okay.
Yeah. No, not Don Fry. I'm racist. I just assume that anyone speaking in like a Eastern European accent doing crazy shit, I just assume they're Russians because Russians are known for doing crazy, wild, outlandish stuff, and that's why I like it. But yeah, Don Fry. He was just saying that Americans are soft and Russians are like old school kind of manly men. I thought you may have known that.
I think that he is 100% correct.
Of course. Well, yeah, fucking knows.
That's why Steven Seagal moved to Russia. This is the only reason, because.
Oh! Shut up! Sorry, that was an accident. By the way, so I do some AI videos, right? Alex, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I've made some shorts of Steven Seagal. You're probably not aware, but I've done, let's say, okay, here's probably a good one for you. Have a look at this, Baby Seagal.
I'm Russian. My family are from Vladivostok in Belarus, and Vladimir Putin. I'm a Russian Mongol. I'm Russian. My father was a Russian Mongol, so these people are Russian Mongols. Vladimir Putin.
So I've been using.
What are you talking about? I don't understand. Who are those mysterious Russian Mongols?
That's Steven Seagal, baby. It's Steven Seagal's got an opinion about everybody, and baby Steven Seagal, he doesn't hold back.
I mean, I don't really want to get into on film anyway. Who's a tough guy? Do I think Michael is a tough guy? No. I think he's a martial artist. No. I think Jean-Claude's a tough guy, a martial artist. No. So
I enjoy using AI to make baby Seagal, just fat little baby Seagals, yeah.
With a handsome beard.
He's adorable though. I mean, baby Seagal is a handsome man. I mean, there's a few different ones I've made of him. There's one where he looks angry, but still Seagal.
He looks like him. Russian Mongol.
That's him when he was doing his MMA rants. I feel like that one looks more like him. And then there's a carrot. There's a few different carrot ones. I had to have the carrot. And then there's a Russian. That's Russian. That's Russian cigar. It's fun. It's the old AI is a bit of fun, you know. It's use AI for good, sensei. Thanks, Kev.
I
Look,
liked with carrot the most. I think that the carrot ones, maybe because this clip is awesome by itself. When he
looks
carrot,
it looks
and
a lot
he
like
looks
him.
healthy.
It does look a lot like him as well. So this is another one of him using kicks and punches.
Am I the inventor of kicks and punches? Of course. I think I can make my students and myself in a real fight, threaten them and hurt people. You know, and that's all I can say. It's the same with my punches.
Those expressions, dude. Those facial expressions.
It's crazy, right?
Accurate. Yeah,
bro, it's crazy. It's crazy what you can do with AI. I mean, there's even one here with Chuck Norris. I did one with Chuck Norris talking about Seagal.
Truthfully, I don't know. I don't know Stephen. I've only met him once. See, most of Seagal's movies, his action is done close up. You can't see. Everything is real quick cuts, so you don't get a chance to really see exactly what he's doing. You ever punched your step or anything? They wouldn't dare.
So what I did was I started a completely separate channel, right? This has got nothing to do with Seagal. I started a completely separate channel on baby stuff, right? And I'll show you what I mean by that. So what I did was shit like this, right? Again, this is completely off topic, but
shit, dude, this is crazy.
Like not bad, right?
I think that you are unhinged. You are not in a position to call Steven Seagal crazy, or Russians for that matter. You are.
Hold on. Wait till you see this. Wait till you see this one. Wait till you see this one. Ready?
Embodiment.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball and Pelican when I get in the shoe program, nigga. I'm the man up in this piece. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, but you better walk away. Go and walk away, because I'm gonna burn this motherfucker down. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's that?
Who is it? Is it Denzel Washington?
That's Denzel. Yeah, man. That's Denzel. I mean, I tried to.
So accurate, dude. This is so accurate. I can recognize him by the facial expressions. The tiny mimic.
That's the whole point. Like, check this one out. Ready?
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah.
Oh, shit.
AI, man.
Can you do Bolo Young?
I probably could. I've done a few people. I did Eminem, right? I did Eminem.
Anybody can do anything. Like really want to do it. It depends on how you want to do it. You know, at this stage in my life, I don't feel like there's too much that I can't do. I don't mean to sound cocky enough, but if I really want to do it, I don't give up.
So yeah, I tried it with a few different people. Yeah, Eminem. I did Arnold Schwarzenegger. I did one with Arnie.
Well, of course.
We'll play one more.
I mean,
then we'll
of
move
course.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night. And it's perfect, right? So I'm in heaven.
You know, it's a bit of fun, right?
You know what you can do to make the sound sound a little bit better. You can check out noise cancellation, because then we will hear the audio much better, because the
background noise. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave the baby AI there. But anyway, that's just something I was fucking around with using AI, right? Because I like to find new AI tools and see what I can do to bring him into the Seagal verse.
I want to see Bolo Young, the kid version of Bolo Young.
I don't have Bolo. I got Samuel L. Jackson.
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger. Those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother. And you will know my name is the law. Lay my
See, it's what happens when you smoke too much weed and have too much time to fuck around on the internet. Yeah, baby Denzel's pretty awesome. Baby Mike Tyson's pretty awesome too. There's a few. It's Baby Captain America. I've done Baby Captain America. I mean, yeah, Baby Captain America. He's giving inspirational speeches.
6 stones, 3 teams, 1 shirt. Lost friends, lost family, lost part of us.
Anyway, it's like I said, a bit of fun. I don't want to keep playing them all, but yeah, a bit of fun there. Even Liam Neeson. I mean, honestly, even Liam Neeson got a run.
Well, of course, this scene.
Of course. What else would it be with Liam Neeson? It's going to be the Taken scene.
So, do you choose this from a list, from available list of celebrities, or how does it work?
No. So I basically just choose a celebrity that I think has a memorable movie moment, right? And then I use a program I take an image of the real celebrity and I make him into a baby version.
Yeah.
And then I put that image with the audio into a AI program that then uses it as an avatar, for example. And that's all it does really. It makes baby pictures with people into they make them talk. So I did it with
Denzel Washington. I would never recognize him, but I recognize him only by his like facial expressions. Like
well, you probably wouldn't recognize him, no, unless it's his voice, maybe, or no.
No, I didn't hear his voice in the first clip, and I didn't watch this movie. This is Denzel Washington, bro.
Oh, who do you think this is then? Who do you think this is?
Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and I wouldn't lose any voters. Okay, it's like kind of. Oh, and their parents are so proud, huh? 19 years.
Why does he look so old already?
Do you know who that is, or
I can guess.
Okay. How about this one then? How about this one? Ready?
Ooh, holy man! Looks intimidating.
It becomes the bottom. You find that teapot, it becomes the teapot.
Now, obviously, you know who that is, right?
Obviously, yes.
Big Bruce. Anyway, there's a bit of fun to be had out there. Anyway, we're off topic. What's that?
Big Lee.
Big Lee, yeah. So again, a bit of fun fucking around with that. But anyway, sorry guys, we got off topic there. Baby Dragon and Baby Bruce, indeed. Baby Cheeseburger, don't come. All right. Let's put it to a poll.
Why Elon Musk looked so old already? The kid
Elon Musk. I haven't done one of Elon Musk yet.
The one that looked like Trump.
Oh, that is Trump. Yeah, he's probably stressed out because of his buddy Elon Musk. They're having a fight at the moment. Which, by the way, I don't do politics on this channel because honestly, people get very sensitive about it. I think most of you know my stance. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. It's all bullshit. These people just go from left to right, depending on what moods. It's all bullshit. Like I'm listening to news outlets that were praising Elon Musk and sucking his dick 2 months ago, right? And now they hate him because he's no longer on their team anymore. Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. It annoys me. I want to start a channel where I can just abuse all of these people left and right and just say, just it's fucking stupid. It really annoys me. I don't want to do it here. So I might start a new channel where I just rant and rave.
Oh, shit.
People, honestly, man, it just annoys the shit out of me. Like, the world's full of dicks and morons. And I'm not saying I'm not one of those dicks and morons, but at least I'm an objective dick and moron. I'm not an emotional, subjective dick where, if it's my team, they can't do anything wrong. Whereas, it's fucking annoying. It just honestly, thank you for the support. I might have to do that, but they're all world-class grifters, not both. All of these fuckers are world-class grifters. They are. You can't rely on any of these fucking cunts. Anyway, sorry to go off topic there, but all right, what do we got here? With the votes, we're going to wait for a few more votes to come in. We're either going to do new Bullshido or we're going to do games. So when it comes to the games, you guys know last week how it happened. Alex is new to the Pictogram game. So I'm going to put them up on the screen when we play, and we'll give Alex a chance to jump in first. And see, actually, you know what, Alex? I'll do an old one for you, mate, and see if you get this right or not. Here we go. Where are we? All right. See if you can guess this one, Alex. See if you can guess this was. Now try and guess, what is that a picture of there? First one. What's that a picture of?
S.
Okay. What's another word for an ass that starts with B?
But.
Okay, but what's that here? Do you know who that is in this photo, the second one? From Adam's family?
It is not it. I don't remember
Yes.
this.
No, you're right.
It?
It's it. So, but it.
Okay.
What's the third one? What does that look like to you?
Those little insects that transfer encephalite.
Yeah, so it's like a tick, or it's actually a mite. So, but it might. Now, what do you think this is here? Like, that's a hard one. That's why you got to look ahead. You got to look ahead. What's the next one?
Bean.
B.
Oh, so have.
In.
This guy represents have, right?
Well, he represents. So the whole thing is, I don't know how much you know about Seagal's classic lines.
It might have been, right?
No, but it could be an illusion.
Oh.
So that's one of Seagal's lines, yeah? But it could be an illusion. I'm not sure how familiar you are with Seagal's lines. I will try an easy one for you. How about this? How about this one? Here. Okay. This one you should know. All right, let's start with the first one. Yeah, and then what's this going on here? It's a...
God damn it.
Last
wheel?
Yeah, so I will. And what's this cast of? What movie is this cast from? Remember Brad Pitt when he was a gypsy? And the diamond heist?
Right. Guns, cards, and...
Snatch.
Oh, Snatch.
Yes. So I will snatch. You get it? You get what's going on? That's a Suzuki.
I don't know the car, but I can see them.
Suzuki Every, it's called. So that I will snatch every, and that was from the movie American Pie. This guy fucks the mother. He's a motherfucker.
It is a pincher.
Yeah, exactly right. He fucks his mother. He fucks Stifler's mum. So he's a motherfucker.
He is
and
motherfucker.
This is a birthday. So I will snatch every motherfucker birthday.
Shit.
So you know that Seagal line, yeah?
Of course, yes. This is I'm kind of familiar with.
Okay, one more for you. You should know this one. This is when he was interviewing about Michael Jai White and Jean-Claude Van Damme. What do you think? What's the first one? What do you think that is?
Can.
Okay, next.
Can I laugh in your face?
That's it. Well done. See, there you get it.
Can I laugh in your face?
Bit of fun. It's a bit of fun, yeah? All right, one more. This one's an easy one. This one should be easy.
I love fuck.
Well, out of. So there's no inventory. There's no inventory. It means we're out of inventory. So I love the fuck out of
cookies.
That's it. All right. You get the gist of it?
I love the fuck. I didn't understand the no inventory was.
So no inventory means we're out of. We don't have in stock. So we're out of. Not don't have. Sometimes in English.
All right.
Sometimes in English, if you say, "Have you got this?" and someone will say, "No, we're out of that." Yeah, we're out of chickens, or we're out of. So I love the fuck out of cookies. And then there's okay, let's see if we can get this one. This one's how about this one? This one should be easy. So sometimes you gotta look ahead, yeah? You gotta look ahead. You gotta look ahead sometimes.
You to money.
No. So what's he doing? He's going somewhere. He's almost
hold on. I take you to a bank, to a blood bank.
There we go.
Oh shit.
You know that line, yeah? You remember that line from Hard to Kill? Take you to the bank, Senator Trent. All right, and there's one more we'll do right now.
Here,
Well, again, you got to look ahead sometimes to kind of get it. So here or it's more about a time. It's more about a time, not here.
Now.
Yep. Now
Now you bail.
No, it's like a debt, right? You're paying a debt, so you owe.
Now you owe me 15.
Right.
Now you owe me good pussy.
Sum. So that's a sum. Like a total of
Right. Okay.
Now you owe me some, because that's some good pussy. All right. So anyway, we're just getting it right for Alex tonight. You're not wrong, Glowing. I think at this rate we're going to be going into a third hour, but we're going to try and speed it up. So anyway, we'll do the games after. People are voting for the video first, so we'll go to the video first. We'll watch the new Bullshido. Now, where are we? Wrong screen. Sorry. So Alex, on top of doing Seagal videos, I also do Bullshido videos, right? Which is basically about fake martial artists and stuff. I'm not sure if you're aware. I've done some videos on some of your fellow countrymen doing their Sistema. I've done Chinese.
Charok.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Victor, what's his name? Victor Matviv. He's one of my favorites, the Snake Eagle Man. But there's been a few Sistema guys.
This is a Korean system. He claims it is Korean.
Really? Actually, that's true. Yes. Yeah. Victor's is an old school Korean one. That's right. Spot on. But there's Sistemas all over the world. I've actually done about 6 different videos because there's like Americans that do it. There's Russians. There's French. There's a French Sistema. Did you know about French Sistema or not?
No, but I think that you don't mean the Charok, right? Their own Sistema.
Well, I don't know. This is French Sistema. There's a lot of dancing involved. No, that's not it. That's not the right guy. There's a French Sistema guy where he does a lot of dancing and construction work, and I don't think it's the original Sistema.
You have to find the fight system probably, or MMA.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of videos about Sistema, and some of them are real, and some of them are obviously dog shit. I think the original concept has been taken, hijacked, and turned into absolute bullshit, which I think is a problem. It gets hijacked. Like legitimate techniques get hijacked by people who just want to make money, and they hamster style. Hamster style. That's a great one, Kat. From what was it, Orgasmo? Hamster style from Orgasmo. Shout out. Anyway, today's Bullshido. We're 40 minutes in and we're about to start a video now. See, Alex, we're about 40 minutes in and we haven't even watched a single fucking video yet. But anyway, this is what happens here. Now, this one, we're going to Indonesia today. So what we'll do, Alex, we watch it as we go along. We'll stop and have a bit of a chat. If you want to say something, by all means, jump in and I'll stop the video because, it's new to you. It's not so new to me. But today we're just going to be watching some Indonesians smashing stuff onto their heads. Some of it is you've probably seen. Some of it's old. Some of it's new. To find these videos, what I do is I go to Google Translate the language into Indonesian. Certain words like fake martial arts and, bullshido. And then I search for it in Indonesian. That's how I find it because I'm a resourceful motherfucker, basically. You got to up your game, right? You can't just go to other people's channels and take their videos. You got to start upping your game and broadening your horizons. All right.
Do they speak a lot in those videos, though?
Do they speak a lot in the video? No, most of them
it is more visual.
No, what they do is I'll give you an example. So I could find a lot of my videos. A lot of my videos I got to admit come from this guy, right? He's a champion. He's an actual real fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a lot of videos, and I use him and other people. So what's an example? So he'll do this. He'll just put himself doing push-ups underneath. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I know. She got one to the face. But he does have a lot of clips of random Bullshido shit that I can comment on. Which
Dude,
before we continue,
this looks legit.
Before we continue, there's a dead internet theory, right? Is it just me, or do we just see the same shit over and over again? And I'm not absolving myself from this, right? Most of the time, you're just seeing people. All I see is people with their face saying 4 words at the start. Check out this. This is wild. And then they just put on a video, and they get like hundreds. That's all they do. There's no creativity involved at fucking all anymore. It's so annoying. Like at least to do some editing and just do something. You know what I mean? Like, am I being a bitch, or just do some shit? Like fucking. I'm not having a go at him. not him specifically, because he'd kick my ass, but just people that just put their face over the top of a clip and say, "Hey, look at this guy. He was talking above. He was talking smack, and then he got hit, and then it's just a video after that." That
Oh
counts
yeah,
as
yeah.
content.
Not only that, they can do that as a reaction also, like kind
Oh,
of video.
bro,
When
the
the
reaction
only thing
videos.
when the only thing they say is repeating the something that somebody said, and they just
All
go
right.
like, "I'm gonna do this one. He's going to do this one." This is all they say. Otherwise, it is more like them
100%,
staring at the screen.
100%
Not like
agree with you,
we.
bro.
You see, we are 40 minutes in, as you mentioned. We didn't even start. How many words have you already said?
Exactly. And
You
a
have
lot of
said
the
enough
time,
for a little book.
yeah. Well, more than most of these fuck. And what they do is they put, like, here's an example, right? They'll put just they put a video of themselves at the top. They're not doing anything. They're not reacting. It's not even them
Oh,
live.
yeah.
It's just a pre-recorded video of them like laughing or sitting there, and that's it. That's all they do now. That's what people do. That counts as content. Fucking annoying. Anyway,
This is TikTok shit. This is what TikTok consists of.
Yeah, TikTok can suck my balls. Anyway, fuck TikTok. Fuck the internet. Fuck people who. I don't mind if someone talks over shit and they actually like make jokes and have fun at someone's expense. I mean, that's what you want. You want someone to give shit to somebody, but not just saying you won't believe what happens next, and then they just play a video and that's it. That's all they do.
I completely agree. I also, it hurts a little bit beneath my back sometimes watching all of those crap, especially in the niche I am doing now, like talking about RPG horror stories from D&D. We talk about them.
Yeah.
All the other channels just read them and say something like, "Oh yeah, this is not good," and continue reading. This is not the content. This is slop.
No. And a lot of these cunts get fucking hundreds of thousands of views, man. That's what shits me as well. It's like I spend, how much time? Like you'll see this video now, right? I'll play this video. It takes a bit of time to do this kind of editing, and you'll see what I mean in a sec, right? Like, all right, even just those sounds. I know it's not super duper skillful, but it takes time to line up those sounds. Yeah, like it takes time and effort and energy. And these guys just put their voice over shit, and you know what I mean? Like it fucking annoys me sometimes, honestly.
Yeah, this is complete. This is complete stealing someone's sounds thing.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna play the video now. We're going into Indonesian Bullshido. So again, Alex, if you want to say something, just say something, and I'll stop it.
I like to make fun of martial arts idiots because, well, extremely fun. And today's no different. Indonesians are a friendly people, but they also seem to really love abusing their elderly, women, and young children.
No! Oh shit! What the?
Bro. By the way, man, there's a lot of videos of kids just getting demolished by bricks. Yeah, have you not seen these bricks before, Alex? Have you not seen these things before, or are these new to you? Or
this is completely new to me. This looks insane, dude. What the hell?
When I ask about shitting the pants, you guys will know what I mean earlier when I said about. I'm going to ask you guys a question now. Don't answer yet, but do you think he shit his pants? All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Women and young children.
Why does he?
What's that?
Why does he want to do that?
Well, it's part of their training, Alex. You wouldn't understand because you're not a martial arts ninja mystery, deadly warrior. But these guys, they're training for the kumite, bro. They're training for the kumite.
This is not hitting ice with your fists, right? And elbows.
Well, it gets worse, man. You think that kid was bad? Just be patient. Be patient. You'll see.
This is ultimate.
Or attacking other humans with objects.
Oh!
Yeah, it didn't break either.
Or just this, a human battering ram training. I 100% endorse this.
I mean, honestly, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, when
This
is
is
this
some
gonna...
Ray Jackson's. This is some Ray Jackson move.
Yeah, he grabs it. Here for you.
Yeah, for you.
When is this ever going to come in handy? Other than if you're in like Lord of the Rings and you're running at that gate, like that guy was running at the gate. Maybe like using the head to get through. I don't understand what the point of it is.
Steven Seagal could use this guy to open the doors when he rushes into apartments where criminals are located.
It's true. He could just throw this guy. Just throw this kid at the door. That's a good point. Just throw this kid at the door.
Do you remember that movie when he tried to open the door, which was like a safe? He shot
What
it.
movie?
I don't remember. They are so similar, all of them. Well, they are very different, but at the same time, their names don't represent what we are watching. So he shot the shotgun, the wall on the perimeter of this door. He could use this. He could use instead of this little fella to open the door.
Okay, I don't remember that. This is one of my favorite scenes. This guy here, I've used it before, but it's hilarious.
The fire to the face is one of my favorites, and I have used it before because I'm not entirely sure what it's training.
Like he turns right at the wrong time. Just watch.
It's comedy.
By the way, the next scene coming up, the editing. If you know, you know. That's all I'm going to say. All right, the next 20 seconds. If you know, you know. Alex, you might not know. You might be a bit. I don't know. You might be a bit young, different culture. But for those of you in there, you should know when this comes.
I'm older than you, bro. I'm older than you.
We'll get there. Just wait and see. I love the spit that comes out, right? Okay, here we go. Now. Now that's completely out of context, but that part of the song, I don't know if any of you guys know that or not, right? If you remember that song, again,
Is it Soldier Boy?
No, bro. See, you should know. You're way off with Soldier Boy. Listen to the start of the song. Okay, so that's how the song starts, and then I did this, right? And that's why I said, if you know, you know. One sec. Ready? Okay, that's why I said, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. It sounds exactly the same, right? The same dunk, dunk, dunk on his head.
Oh, okay, all right.
Again. So again, if you know, that's why I said, if you know, you know. But anyway.
But whose sound is ooh?
Well, that's just the guy getting smashed in the face. That's completely different. It's just a dink, 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 dink at the start. Anyway, these are the funny things that you do that internally you think are awesome that other people don't give a shit about. But maybe one person out there, right, will write a message saying, dude, I remember that Usher opening like it was yesterday. And that makes it all worthwhile, bro. It may have seemed awesome to me. It may have taken 15 minutes to do it. Well, didn't really. But that one person who writes about it, that goes, that reminds me of the intro. And that was an awesome transition.
It makes your day, right?
It makes it worthwhile, bro. It does. Even if it's just one motherfucker and no one else gives a shit, yeah?
I know. I do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, exactly.
I spiritedly advocate for throwing giant boulders.
Oh, this is so painful.
If this old fellow wants to volunteer,
No.
Well, we didn't tell him no.
Listen to the noises. Ready? I don't know if you guys can hear, but just wait a second, yeah? Boulder goes on his back.
I can feel his life force leaving his body and the shit leaving his bowels into his pants.
Okay. Who thinks he took a shit in his pants, man? There was some it sounds like he farted, right? Listen. You tell me you can't hear that bubble fart. Can you hear it or not?
Yes, but dude, you can get paralyzed by this.
No, I think he shit his pants. I think he shit his pants. Paralyzing is a.
This is I know, but shitting pants after getting that
Small price.
is not the worst thing. Yeah,
You think it's a small price to pay for having a boulder thrown on your back, just shitting your pants?
yes. At least he can walk away on his own.
Could be worse.
Legs.
Could be worse. All right, it's time for a poll.
Even if there is something in his pants between those legs.
It's time for a poll. We know it's time for a poll. Thank you, Paul. Time for a poll. Do we think he shot at his pants? I mean, it's got to be 100%. Well, I mean, you tell me what this noise is. If it's not shitting his pants, someone tell me what this noise is. Right there. I didn't add anything in, by the way. I did not add a single damn thing in. That's original shit. That's no editing by me.
I can feel his life force leaving his body, and the shit leaving his bowels into his pants. This skinny bloke suffers a similar fate and needs to be hugged back to health.
2 seconds later.
But forget him. What can
So this guy gets smashed, right? Well, this guy gets smashed in the back. And then here, all these kids are next. These kids are all next. Look at their faces. They're shitting their pants.
Clearly shitting themselves after seeing what just happened.
They're next.
You are next.
Speaking of Bolo Jung, Alex, there you go.
Here we
There you go. There you go. There you go, mate. His face says I pooped myself. I'm sure his pants say he pooped himself as well, Ernesto. Not just his face. I'm pretty sure his pants say he shit himself.
Children are lined up and blasted with boulders in an act that would constitute child cruelty in most countries, but just a standard Saturday in the Indonesian jungles.
Right. Those people are tough.
No, they're fucking lunatics, man. They're not tough. They're just fucking lunatics. I mean, what is this achieving? Take them to Taekwondo class or something. I mean, when are they ever going to need this?
You can be crippled by that.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous.
Easily.
There's no technique here. It's just smashing the shit out of kids in the back.
Oh, shit.
Okay, this is the best right here. Okay, I'm just going to play it.
Was crushed by the boulder, and the cameraman chuckles as he witnesses what is essentially a small child being assaulted by an adult.
Oh no, he's going to smack his head.
Watch.
Oh shit! Oh.
That little motherfucker went down. But they're all laughing, by the way. They're all just laughing their asses off.
Actually, yeah. Look at the guy in the blue t-shirt.
Cameraman's just having a good old time.
Yeah.
Consent for children to touch them. Indonesians just launch shit at their kids. This happens repeatedly as grown men stand around cheering and filming the abuse.
Oh. Oh shit, dude! This is so painful to watch.
Hey?
This
Hello?
is so painful to watch.
Sorry, one sec, man.
The childhood of
So it's important that ladies are involved in all areas of this crazy shit.
Yeah. There are a lot of thank you polls.
Yeah.
To a man and was dealt the appropriate punishment.
So again, Indonesia is a Muslim country, so my insults will lend heavily into that.
This woman had the nerve to speak back to a man and was dealt the appropriate punishment a young woman should receive for this indiscretion.
What the?
It's all part of the training, bro. It's all part of the training for I don't know what this is training her for.
She just lost about a dozen IQ points.
Well, again, you're not wrong, and we'll get to that at some point. I do make a comment later that these people are essentially smashing their own brain cells, but they can't really have that many brain cells if they're willing to smash their brain cells. So
and
they don't have a lot to spare.
More they do this, the less they care about, and the less they care, and the more they do that. So it is a spiral.
Yeah, exactly right.
Ouroboros.
So young teenage brother was also punished for allowing his sister to speak and make eye contact without permission. As was her father, who received the traditional stick-to-brick punishment on his head.
No. No. No.
I don't know what the point of that is. Like, I mean, showing how tough you are, maybe.
Oh my God. This is so. This is insane. I don't even know if anybody else can do that.
Well, why would anyone want to do that? Should be the question, Alex. Would anyone else want to do that? Probably not.
Did you find anyone else in any other countries doing that? Or is this Indonesian guys are so insane?
No. There's a lot of fuckheads doing stupid shit, but the Indonesians are really good at breaking stuff on their heads. They're really good at it. But it's quite fake. Like you'll see here. Some of it's fake. Like
bloodline was punished with sledgehammers to the head for her behavior. So I hope she's learned to keep her damn mouth shut, stay in the kitchen, and do whatever she's told.
What? No.
Yeah, they're smashing bricks on heads, man. Again, I don't know if they're real bricks. They might be. Either way, it's pretty stupid. But yeah, they're smashing bricks.
What? But with the hammer?
Well, again,
Is it?
See, that looks impressive what he's doing. But watch now. Like what?
Is it?
Now watch this now, though.
Rubber hammer, right?
After this.
Seriously though, what the fuck is this? They are barely touching it and it breaks. I could drop my nutsack with more force, and can proudly say I've done so on some chins in my time.
That's the most awesome GIF I found, by the way, right here. Just Batman teabagging the Joker. Batman teabagging the Joker. I need to find that. I didn't get the full version of that GIF, but the full version of that GIF is way better. He teabags one bad guy, and then another bad guy looks over and gets scared shitless because he saw the teabagging of the Joker. That was a good thing. Also, thank you, Paul. I apologize for underutilizing Paul of late. I've been sidetracked and I've disgraced myself by not thanking Paul enough. So thank you, Paul. Combo times 3. Yeah, it's a good GIF. But yeah, thank you, Paul. You know, you're aware of Paul, aren't you, Alex? You know of Paul, right?
Yes, familiar.
Everyone, there he is. There's the man right there, a handsome man.
Never said welcome. Not polite.
No, he just says thank you, Paul. That's all. It's just thank you, Paul. He doesn't say anything
Paul,
else.
Paul doesn't reply. You are welcome. So
he doesn't. No, Paul doesn't need to do that because he's just there to serve his master and to receive thanks for being Paul. See, the chat's telling AI Paul. There is an AI Paul. Okay, I haven't got him to speak yet, but there is an AI Paul. Where is it? I'll see if I can find it. Here he is. I got Paul turning to the screen. I haven't got Paul saying anything yet. I'll get there, but I did get Paul turning to the screen and coming to life. So that's what Paul would look like if he was like, you know, just doing stuff. I will get him saying some shit eventually. Polite. He looks look at him. He's a nice man, smile, all about the awesome mustache. I will get him saying some shit. I don't know whose voice I'll use for Paul. Maybe like the Fonz from Happy Days, Henry Winkler. That might be appropriate, but thank you, Paul. Paul is pleasant, Ernesto. Paul's a bit of a gun. That's why everyone loves Paul. Oh shit, I stopped the video by accident. Fuck. Paul ruined everything by taking over the video.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Thanks for just taking over everything, Paul. But it's what you do. It's in his nature to just take over everything. Not his fault. All right, what the fuck were we up to? We're done. What are we? Oh, we're head breaking bricks. All right, we're up to the bitches breaking head. We're up to here, right? Now we got that.
Further.
About here, we'll do.
Like here. Begging.
This man relives his days as a butcher in a slaughterhouse and practices his moves on a bunch of shirtless men. Plus, women who appear to be there against their will.
I don't even know what this guy's doing. He appears to be like fake cutting them.
Is it machete?
It is, but he's not. Look, he's not doing anything though. Like what? She's not actually cutting them though. Like it's made out of plastic. I don't know what the point of that is, but luckily, in between all of that crazy shit, there's more of our favorite stuff of throwing bricks on boulders on people's backs.
Of course, in between that, there is the standard boulder launching. Smashing sticks on head.
There's a lot of head smacking. That's just what they do, man. And there's people filming this, watching, taking part in this.
If I were a skeptical man, I'd say it's all fake. Smashing coconuts, lights, bricks, whatever. I think it's a bit of both. The boulders are real.
This guy is my favorite though. Yeah, the guy who
that guy's my
doesn't do
favorite.
much shit.
Not just because the noise he makes, he goes, oh, but then he farts and shits his pants. Am I
way he
drinking a
walks
beer?
away. His facial expressions also.
Yeah, exactly right.
He doesn't
he's in
understand
pain.
why he did that.
He's genuinely in pain and regrets his decision.
He has
sorry,
no idea
Alto.
what the fuck he was signing up for.
I'm drinking Thai spiced rum, mate. No beer. I'm not a beer man. I actually fucking hate beer. I cannot stand the smell of beer. Cannot stand the taste of beer. I don't give a shit what beer it is, whether it's Mexican, American, Australian. Beer smells like dick, tastes like dick. So only the hard stuff for me, mate. The old vodkas, the old rums, bit of whiskey. But I only drink once a week with you fuckers. So cheers.
I'm okay with the beer, but I don't drink it.
Well, everyone's different, but just for me personally, it tastes like
I drink wine. This is
Oh,
I
you're a
live in the
fan-
country of wine. The wine, a liter of wine, the whole bottle of homemade, perfectly made wine can cost about $2.
First of all, I did not know Russians were known for their wine. So that's an
I live
interesting
not
one.
in Russia. I escaped.
Okay, so where are
A
you
long
now?
time
If you don't
ago.
where are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, home of what's his Konstantin Janashian. He was anyway. Sorry, he was a world strongman competition guy. Completely off topic. And Levan's what's his name? Savaganashvili, whatever his name is, the arm wrestling guy, the real big
All
motherfucker.
right. Yes.
You know him, yeah. You know Levan. Is that his name?
No,
Levan?
but it is clearly Georgian name and last name also.
Levan's. Fuck off, Usher. No one's talking to you, mate. This guy is a savage, bro. There he is. He's like an arm wrestling dude. He's like just a ridiculously sized man. Yeah, he's like 190 kilograms and just unstoppable, bro. Just a beast of a fucking dude. Just look at him. That's real, by the way. That's no CGI and shit. He's actually that big. Anyway, yeah, he's a big boy.
Levan. 190 kilos. This is way more than an average Georgian guy.
And I used to watch this guy a lot too back in the old days. He was a strongman competitor, Konstantin Janashia. He was from Georgia too. He was one of the most well known, but I still remember this guy. Again, man, very similar build, yeah. Just a big motherfucker. Just a big motherfucker.
Dude. Those guys are huge. This is a really, really huge Georgian.
Yeah, especially the strongmen are just a different breed. Yeah, like they're just yeah.
This is
savages.
insane. This is insane. You actually know them.
Yeah.
Both of their last names are clearly Georgians, but I have no idea about their existence.
Well, I only know them because when Levan is literally the top arm wrestler in the world, and Konstantin. I've watched every single strongman competition from 1979 to about 2022. I've seen every single one from the 70s when Franco Colombo he was in it. I've always found it interesting, man, because there's something unique about guys that can just lift as much as machines can. Yeah, like the average person can't bench press their own body weights, and these guys are lifting like ridiculous amounts.
But you know that some of those are clearly fake when they move the trains and stuff like that. You cannot do that.
No, what do you mean it's fake, bro? Which part of it's fake?
It is.
They don't move trains. Most of the time, they move planes or trucks. And no, it's not fake. No, there's no way it's fake. I don't know how far you're going back, but the actual strongman competitions. I don't know. What do you mean by fake? How are they faking it? I'd be curious to know. Well, let's Google it.
Illusion.
So hold on.
What was that quote? What was that quote from Steven Seagal about illusion?
Hold on. So you think? Hold on. So let me just get this right.
Yeah.
Pulling cards. So Brian Shaw, who's now one of the top arm wrestlers in the world, you're telling me that him pulling this bus is fake. This is not real. You're telling me, right?
Yes.
Hold on a sec, Alex. Hold on a sec. Let's just get into this. It's time for a new poll.
His shoes
you're the topic of
could
this
not
poll,
even.
Alex.
Yeah, his shoes couldn't make this connection with the road. He needs.
Bro.
These guys would tear apart.
So there's a rope that they pull, right? That they pull. So they've got not only themselves pushing, but they're actually pulling too. Just so you understand.
It's as fake as wrestling.
So this is fake as wrestling, you're saying, right?
No, wrestling is more fake than this, but fake is fake. Okay.
So you're saying this is fake, though. You're saying that this is not real, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what the chat has to say about that. Okay, 73-23. I mean, it's not like they're running with it, yeah. Like they're literally just barely making it. All right, so is it just this one you think is fake, or other shit too in the strongman competition?
Most of them.
Or just this shit?
I think that probably most of them.
So hold on. So you think this guy's like what, in like first gear or something in the bus? You think that's what's going on? The bus driver's in like first gear, or what does he think he's doing?
I have no idea. I am not a magician to understand. But
well, I'm curious. I've never heard anyone question the World Strongman competition being fake, because I mean, honestly, these guys are like lifting. Unless you're saying it's like fake weights, like these guys again, they do shit that. Yeah, that's very strange. Okay. First time I've ever heard that.
You gotta be skeptical sometimes.
Yeah, but I'm skeptical of the moon landing. I'm skeptical of whether or not fucking COVID was real. I'm skeptical of the government. I'm not skeptical of big guys pulling cars or lifting dead. So you reckon Eddie Hall didn't deadlift that 1,000 kilos and bleed from his nose? I'm just curious to know.
All right. Oh my god. Yeah, I think that man.
Nah, you're wrong. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Has to have some special equipment to be able to pull a bus. Okay.
Why do I need special? You know what their special equipment is, bro? He can like bicep curl 100 fucking pounds. Right, he can deadlift and farm and like walk with like over 1,000 pounds. How much do you reckon that bus? By the way, the hardest part would be moving. The hardest part would be to move. I think once you're moving, it's easy. Now, does someone help him move? I don't know. I mean, you're also thinking it's pulling and pushing. I don't know. It's an interesting one. That's an interesting take. Cliff, how are you, mate? Good to see you, brother. It's an interesting. All sports are rigged and scripted. Well, you know, that's an issue. I don't know about all sports. Tell that to the people that get knocked the fuck out in their fights. I'm about as skeptical as you come, but I feel like what you're doing is you're discounting the absolute beasts and savage that these motherfuckers are, and the effort it takes to train to be able to do this kind of shit. Like, and how much would a bus weigh? Do we say how much do you reckon a bus weighs? How much would a bus weigh? Let's say a passenger bus. Bus weigh between 11 and 18 tons.
It is a little bit more than 100
pull
pounds.
A bus. Really? Let's see what Google has to say. It's like the bus is not a couple of tons. I was completely wrong, Cliff. It's more than a couple of tons. Yes, strongman they use a harness and often a rope to pull the vehicles. Here's why it's possible and what makes it challenging. Variety of vehicles, weight and resistance. Well, we're never going to get to the bottom of this now, so I'm glad we wasted 10 minutes diving into this, to a problem we're never going to solve by having a disagreement of opinion. But you know, that's what makes the world interesting. But you're wrong, Alex. That's all there is to say. You're wrong, and I'm going to send Konstantin, Janashia, and Levan to your house in Georgia to pick up your house and carry it away so they can prove to you that it's real.
I didn't say that about Levan and Konstantin, though.
Nah,
no, those guys are legit. Okay.
If you guys are out there listening to this, Alex is bagging all strongmen. All strongmen unite. Go and kick his ass wherever he is. Pick up his house, throw it into the ocean.
There are 2% out of 100 that are legit. Those are Levan and Konstantin.
So everyone else out there, all you American, European
or
strongmen,
if Steven Seagal, or even if Steven Seagal would claim to be able to do that as well, then there is 3%.
I think the thing is, he probably could do it. He just doesn't want to embarrass everyone else. And what nationality would he represent? That's another problem. Like, what nationality could he represent?
Wherever he is.
It's hard to choose one.
If the competition goes in Russia, then he is Russian. If it goes in Japan, he's Japanese. And
I think he'd go with Russia because it seems to be where he's most at home, probably most loved. I know a lot of people over here love Seagal, or they don't hate him as much as the West does. So I reckon he'd be hanging out with Vladdy P and what's his name, Vitaly, that dickhead Vitaly.
Oh yeah, yeah. Russia disowned him.
Yeah, good on. I mean, how much of a wanker do you have to be for your country to publicly come out and disown you? Honestly, I mean, even if you're from Botswana or some fucking remote island somewhere, if your country comes out and says we don't want anything to do with you, you must be a real piece of shit, right?
Nah, Russia can do that with their people. They don't really care.
Yeah, dude, I reckon, honestly, if he was Australian, I'd want the Australian government to do the same. Say, fuck you, mate. You're on your own.
When it comes to Vitaly, you know what? There are people who do much worse thing than Vitaly.
I agree.
Okay?
Johnny Somali.
So they don't. For example. No, I mean, I'm talking about the legit murderers and like true criminals. They do much worse than that, and they don't disown them.
But what's their motivation? I would argue comes from a place of being a little bit crazy. His motivation is just to be deliberately annoying cunt and disrespect another country's culture. All he's trying to do is
bad. Yes, it is bad. But is it like death penalty crime?
No, not at all. Not disownable.
And disowning the nationality. Is he unteachable? He can get his lesson and then move on, but he is not. I can understand USA. They just gave him green card. It is not a legit citizenship, but the nationality, it is disowning for these actions. I can understand if he do stuff with the minors or like something like that. All right, it is way worse.
Question: when I say disown, does that mean he no longer has a Russian passport? He's no longer a Russian citizen. What does that mean? Or it's just a
they just canceled his citizenship. He is not they just made his passport illegal. That's it.
So he has no Russian passport right now.
If he has, it is
useless.
Useless, yeah.
Oh, no shit. Oh, I thought they just publicly came out and said they're not going to help him. I didn't know they actually disowned the motherfucker.
Disowned.
Oh, that's
they told him he is not Russian anymore.
That's a bit full on. That's a bit bad. Damn. Yeah, like you said, if he fucked a kid or something or killed, try to fucking kill someone, then all right. But anyway, well, you know what? Actions have consequences. Sometimes people make an example out of you. The easiest way to avoid that is not be a dickhead. This
is an example, right? Yeah. And people need some example because it goes way too far with his antics. Come on.
Yeah, correct. There's people who've done a lot worse than him. I agree. He just happens to be a dickhead, the wrong dickhead at the wrong time, at the wrong place.
Dickhead and stupid dickhead.
Yeah, giant dickhead. All right. Let's finish this bad boy off, and then we'll get into the next Pictogram game, and then we'll watch some Seagal videos I found online, and another sport that I'm going to be racist, Alex. I'm going to be racist and say it's Russian, but it might not be Russian. You'll have to let me know. All right, but we'll get to that after.
Alrighty.
And stuff almost certainly are not real. The brain damage in CTE, definitely real.
See, in this one, they break a glass tube over someone's head, and then they all eat the glass, bro. More crazy shit.
Use your head purely for thinking and bopping
my
around
God.
to dance and tune. If you're willing to risk your brain cells by smashing something against your skull, then I assume you probably don't have a lot of spare brain cells. With that said, natural selection at play, though, isn't it?
To be moron. Yeah, to be moronic. That reward. An imbecile. Yeah, that's the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
I assume you're thinking that's the end, but it wouldn't be Bullshido without some inner chi spiritual woo-woo crap, and the Indonesians have their fingers in everything. This fella here, who has a footwork and posture of somebody who has never thrown a punch in his life, is a master of chi.
I mean, just look at him, yeah? He's got no idea what the fuck he's doing.
Never thrown a punch in his life.
He has no idea.
Yeah,
Completely
clearly no
clueless.
idea. Look at his footwork. I mean, it's fucking retarded. It's just retarded.
Chi and can transfer his powers to people.
He didn't even watch Kickboxer once.
Hey? Yeah, exactly right. At least watch Bloodsport, if not Kickboxer. I mean,
Yes,
come on.
yes, something like that. You have to at least have some idea of how it is happening before you
Some basis,
show
that's
it.
right.
Transfer his powers to people.
What you see here is the native Indonesian toss bag in its natural environment, flopping around like a bird in the wind.
David Attenborough. I managed to convince David Attenborough to come and do a little guest voice appearance for me there, Alex. I don't know if you know this, but I'm friends with David Attenborough as well as Steven Seagal, and a few other people.
I always thought that you have some kind of relations to Steven Seagal.
I've got connections to anyone. So if you need anyone to make a guest cameo voice appearance, I can make it happen for you, mate.
Yeah, I thought that you have some real relation, like relative.
Well, that's why I look like him. I mean, everyone always asks me, is it by coincidence or by design that I look like Steven Seagal? And no, we just both happen to be bald, fat, round-headed dickheads. It's just coincidence, not by design. So it worked out well, but no official connection.
None of
Right.
for what you are aware of.
Not that I'm aware of. He might be my dad or my granddad, but not that I'm aware of. I'll have to ask my mum, see what's going on with that. But as far as I know, yeah, we're not related. Anyway, back to Mr. Footwork. I don't know what she's doing here, but she appears to be pushing some guy away with her magical powers that she's now obtained.
Powers to people. What you see here is the native Indonesian toss bag in its natural environment, flopping around like a bird in the wind.
Imagine actually believing in that.
Hey,
Imagine actually believing that you can do that.
well, the thing is, Alex.
Only
I mean,
after
again,
a lot of head training, I think you can really believe that you can do that. You're capable.
see, chat. Alex must be relatively new to the Bullshido world because there are countless videos on countless countries on countless continents of people believing this shit, man. From Indonesians to your own people over in the Eastern Europe to Asians to, I mean, Africans not so much, to be honest with you. Black people seem to stay away from this shit. They seem to be a bit smarter, but Europeans,
Because
Asians,
they actually fight. They actually get to
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
sometimes.
They're doing
Sometimes
real combat, they're doing real combat.
Yeah,
But white
I know.
people,
I even
Asians,
I even spoke to a guy who legitimately believed in this non-contact and asked him, "How does it work? There is energy and there's things like that." This is the same guy who also convinced me that Steven Seagal is a real big deal.
he is a big deal. Literally,
But
he's big, and he's a deal. Yeah. All right.
okay, good point. Good point.
All right. Now, again, there's more cheese shit going on. Now, I think this guy, he just pushes it a bit too far, in my opinion.
I think this guy may have oversold it a little bit.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Oh.
So she literally just blew a kiss to him, right? That's all she literally leant down, blew a kiss. Boom.
How did he do the
He's
the
out
last-
cold.
How did he
Hey?
do the last? How did he do the last jump?
Momentum,
it
bro.
is-
It was just the momentum from her. Just too much power from her.
or
He's out
to
cold, by
use
the way. He's out cold.
some powerful shit.
Powerful shit, man. You don't want to mess with these ladies blowing kisses at you in the middle of where the fuck they are, in the middle of the jungle somewhere.
It's like wind controlling. She has to be a little bit more careful with all that power.
She does. She needs to be a bit more. With big
Needs
power.
to learn how to control it.
What did Uncle Ben say? With great power comes great responsibility, or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, she definitely did not learn this lesson from Uncle
No,
Ben.
and neither did this lady. My girlfriend hates beer too. I like beer. Well, Buck, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, mate. But you know what? It doesn't mean we all have to drink the same shit. We don't all like the same food. We don't all like the same ladies. We don't all like the same clothing. But as long as we're enjoying each other's company over some sort of beverage, my man, that is all that matters. So have a beer for me, Buck, and thank you again, my brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the only thing we can't like and hate differently is Steven Seagal, of course.
Correct. But
And
even
we cannot have different opinions about the legitimacy of this little lady and her mind-blowing and man-blowing kiss.
Well, wait till you see this lady, because she's got some Seagal-like moves. You're about to see some Seagal-like moves.
The rave or practicing Steven Seagal moves. Both
Slaps.
And these young fellas are purely
not Steven Seagal. Like, come on, dude. Steven Seagal is way much more trained in those moves.
She was doing this, and that's pretty much what he does as well. I mean, he pretty much
tries. She tries. This is the difference. She does it like this. Steven Seagal does it gracefully.
So look at how many people are here watching this. Just keep in mind how many people are here, legitimately dressed up in their martial arts uniforms, watching this. All right, just keep that in mind, everyone.
They have different colors of belts.
But
So
they're
some
all
of them
there.
are black belts.
Some of them are, yes, they are. Some of them are badass. Some of them are red belts. I don't know what a red belt is. I didn't know red belt was a thing, but all right. But there's a lot of people there. So this is a legitimate, some sort of school, and this is what takes place there, just so we can see.
I think Hadoukens are real. Because Hadoukens are real, bitches.
By the way, Hadoukens are real. Anyone says otherwise, you can go get fucked.
Pretty much Street Fighter. And think Hadoukens are
Hadouken!
Because Hadoukens are real, bitches.
Inserting Hadouken.
I mean, look at the way they're bouncing around. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Dude, I love those Hadouken sound effects so much.
This is not a
Again, I know people are laughing. You're right, but there's also a lot of people just standing there watching this. And they get. I mean, who's making this happen? Where's the head guy? Is it this guy here? He looks like some sort of authoritative figure. It's just a bunch of homeless kids just hanging out in a fucking field somewhere. I don't know what's going on. It's just ridiculous. But this is part of their training.
attack on Indonesian people, just these specific Indonesian morons. The raid movies were awesome.
So this is another clip of two dudes doing this. And the raid, by the way, the raid movies were awesome.
The raid movies were awesome. And so were the two little dudes in John Wick. This shit was
Those guys are Indonesian, I'm pretty sure, unless I fucked that up. I'm pretty sure they're not Philippine. I think they're the Indonesians.
Yeah, they have also these red belts.
Who these guys? These? No, I meant the other guys here. These guys here, I'm pretty sure these guys are Indonesian dudes. Not.
Okay.
I thought they were originally Filipino, but I was wrong. Anyway, yeah. So these guys, I don't know what's going on here. This looks like some abandoned school, and they're waiting for their mums to pick them up. So they've just dressed up in some outfits, getting ready to play. But
this shit we've seen here today is just voodoo woo-woo nonsense mixed in with some extreme bodily harm. Instead of using this as self-defense.
This is a footwork I'm talking about, okay? This is
What's that?
real. This is a footwork I'm talking about.
yeah, monkey style. It was a drunken monkey style. That's what it looks like.
The first drug addict monkey.
So at the end of my videos, Alex, I always like to give people advice on what to do in self-defense situations, not to rely on this shit. And this is the kind of advice that I give. So listen up and pass this down to your children and to your, your family members. All right.
Just kiss your
We'll
attacker.
try.
Okay. Sorry. Let me just start this again.
Instead of using this as self-defense, I would suggest kiss your attacker. Put your tongue down their throat. Maybe grab their cock and give it a tug. You would honestly have a better chance of escaping.
All right. So everyone, don't try any of this stuff. If you're faced with an attacker, either kiss them or grab their cock. I'm assuming it's a guy, or grab their cock and just give it a bit of a tug. Honestly, you'll probably grab yourself a few seconds to just get the fuck out of there because they'll be shocked. Think about it. Like instead of if you put your hands up to fight, they're going to be ready. If you just lunge at their cock and just start pulling on it, I reckon you're going to have a good 5 seconds to just get the fuck out of dodge. So just think about that, yeah. Like what's his name? Fabia.
It can also end with like relationship, maybe even marriage.
Exactly right. You might get lucky and they might enjoy it, and you might find your future husband or wife.
Significant one.
There's always a chance. So just think about that. Instead of doing this, just think about either kissing the person. But if you think about it, right, if someone attacks you and they're close to your face, and then you just kiss them, especially if you're a dude, they're either going to kill you extra hard or they're going to be in so much shock that you can get away. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Now I just token praise Seagal. Start a relationship with a tuggy. Exactly. Start a relationship with a tuggy. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, sorry, we'll finish it off.
These skills do have a purpose, though. Very useful for household domestic chores.
Impressed.
That's how you use Salat for useful purposes.
All right, legends. Thanks.
These guys are my favorites, by the way.
For riding along on this Bullshido journey. If you had some fun, please consider liking and subscribing, as it helps the channel tremendously. I absolutely encourage hate comments down below. Tell me how much of a knower or loser I am. It all helps. There's some awesome Bullshido.
They just decided not to go too far with all that.
Hey man, in terms of hate comments turn up exactly the same as love comments. Yeah, the algorithm knows no different. So I encourage people to write down below how much they think I'm a douche or whatever. It's whatever.
Do they write that? Do they actually write that? Do they actually write that you're a douche?
No, some people write. Man, you get negative. Not a lot of the negative comments. The positive comments are like at least 20-1. But every now and again, you get someone. I mean, I don't have it here, but I often read out the hate comments like, you wish you were Seagal, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yes.
That kind of shit. Someone called me racist once. Someone called me racist because I started one of the videos, right, saying the 90s were awesome time back in the day. And I put a video of Rodney King getting beaten, right, by the police. It was a joke, right? Like, it was a crude joke, but it was a joke. I don't know if you remember, Alex, but in the 1990s, there was this black guy who got beaten by the police, and it was caught on camera and released. It was like 5 or 6 police just beating the shit out of him.
In the 90s.
Yeah. Does everyone remember? I'm guessing the audience remembers Rodney King, right? And so the joke was, obviously the 90s were awesome, and I was just joking because a black guy was getting, like, it was just a joke, right? Like, just about how police brutality and shit. So some people call me racist for that. But honestly, I make fun of every nationality, man. Like, I've made fun of Asians, I've made fun of Russians, I've made fun of white people, I make fun of myself, black people. I mean, the amount of times I put the word, negro, if you want to call it that, negros, Los Negros, in like some kind of video, whether it be Denzel, or from Boondocks, as a racially charged joke, because I don't believe in, as long as it's not from a place of hate and exclusively just bullying one nationality, I think you should be able to make fun of everyone. I mean, I make fun of, some of my videos are called Mongoloids, yeah? And I don't know if you know what a Mongoloid is, but that was a very politically...
I do. I'm Russian Mongol as well.
No. A Mongol and Mongoloid are two different things, bro. A Mongoloid is a very derogatory term for someone who's got mental problems back in the day, yeah? Like a retard.
It is... Really?
Yeah. So that's it, but it's a joke. It's not coming from a harsh place. It's just to get a bit of shock value.
Just for you to know, this is a legit word that means the mongoloid face who looks like Mongol. You know, like
mongoloid.
Asian.
Well, that's what it says here, the official definition. But the unofficial definition was pretty much, like a, yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
retard
I didn't
or
know
a-
that. Didn't know that.
Yeah. So I like the kind of like the slang thing, if you will. But anyway, yeah. So I say that too, but it doesn't mean I hate obviously people with mental deficiencies. It's just a bit of a joke, and I think anything should be done as long as it's for a laugh and it's not done with hate behind it. That's just my simple take on things. But yeah. Anyway, but and this is why I say to people,
There's a unique bunch of Seagalians who support the channel through Patreon.
I fucking love you too.
If you don't want to do any of the above, you can go and twist on a giant horse's. And of course, thank you, Paul. We love you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul.
Until next time, my friends, don't smash any bricks on your backyard unless you deserve it. Definitely don't throw boulders on your kids unless they deserve it.
You like that, Alex? Yeah, you like that dancing cigar clip?
I get horny.
So when I'm doing my kickboxer review, obviously I'll be replacing some of those original clips with Steven Seagal in the kickboxer scenes instead. I've got a few. I think I showed you last week. I've got a few of him. One of him kicking, one of him, training. Yeah, I've got a few different ones of Seagal doing all sorts of even here
behind the scene things. Hey, it freezes. Dude, it's freezing.
What's that?
It's freezing. It's freezing. Play it again.
Is it freezing? Is it freezing?
Yeah,
Is it?
It's freezing again. There is something wrong with this clip. Oh,
it's gonna be on your end. Is it freezing forever? Is it freezing for you guys in the chat, or is it just Alex? Because I can see it playing on my screen. I'm not sure. Let me try something else. How about this one? You remember this scene, yeah? The training day.
Yeah.
Where it starts ramping up. Look at him in his jocks. He looks so sexy watching himself. It's pretty fun, right? And then I think this is the one that you said was freezing. Can you see it now?
Oh yeah. Now it was playing.
It's not the greatest, but sometimes the AI is good, sometimes it's not good. Like
when it fails, it is even funnier.
It's funnier, yeah. Well, that's the thing. In the kickboxing tree scene, right? There's a scene where he's kicking the tree, and halfway through, ready? Watch this. He ends up actually in the tree. Watch. He's actually in the tree at some. He's actually in the tree at some point. There he is, right there. He's just hanging out in the tree as you do. But anyway,
those glitches are even funnier than the whole premise if it was done cinematographically correct.
It's even better though seeing him in the tree.
Yes, it is much better
because he looks up in the tree and sees himself up there. There he is. He looks up and sees himself in the tree. Anyway, a bit of fun. All right, game time, bitches, and then we'll get to some Seagal videos, and then we'll finish up. Like we're 90 minutes. All right, let's do it. Game time, Alex. You're gonna be the first. You're gonna have the first crack at this. All right, guys. Don't answer in the chat yet. Hey guys.
Yeah, you can. I don't read. Right.
What's that?
I'll keep it. They can try it in chat. I don't read.
They'll get it before you do. All right. This is a Steven Seagal movie. I'll just say that.
Belly of the beast.
Yeah, there you go, Alex. Well done. Nicely done. All right. I'm guessing everyone in the chat would have got that as well. Guys, what do you think? I said, yeah, keep it. If you know the answer, just tell me you know the answer, Alex, and then we'll do it that way.
I will raise my hand.
How long
when
does
I
Alex
get it.
need?
Okay.
He's giving you shit, Alex. How long do you need? He said 20 minutes. He got it straight away. Gut Blue Monster, Belly of the Beast. Well done, Samantha. So Samantha Seagal, who is Steven Seagal's wife, by the way, unofficial wife of Steven Seagal. She's always first.
One of them.
One of his unofficial wives, but let's call her the main wife. She's very fast on this shit and a diehard Seagal
out there. One of those ladies who was in the comment from the beginning of the stream where a guy was talking about the ladies who were into Seagal truly and into his money.
Yeah,
I think that Samantha is wishful thinking.
Definitely.
For being main wife, okay? I don't doubt that she is a wife, but not the main wife.
Samantha and Kat are our two main female Seagalians. There's a few other ones, but they're our two main Seagalians anyway. All right. So, Belly of the Beast, well done, Samantha. Yeah, Samantha, she doesn't fuck around, Cliff. She's on it. All right, number 2. It's a movie again. All right? 3-worded movie.
Okay, so
you have to kind of think.
Okay, this is date.
What date is it? Let's say it happens to be the current date. So what's another word for the current date?
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right.
Chat, what are we thinking? So this is the current day that we're on. Another word for that might be, today, I guess. This is the current day we're on. Calendar, you ripper.
Calendar hand ripper.
Calendar, you ripper. I like that. Your whole is mine. Your whole is mine. Okay, yep. Sam and Kat are your resident femdoms. They definitely are. I imagine if I was locked in a room with both of them, after some Seagalian meeting, there's going to be some. I would fear getting out alive with those two ladies.
15 manual lawn mowers.
15 finger pointing, pointy knives. Not marked for death. No, not marked for death. You are right. PSP is right. PSP is right.
I already got it.
Picto's right. Yeah, you got it. I know you got it, Alex. I think once I said this one here, I think you understood what it was. Once you got the first one.
Right.
So, no, it's not marked for death. It's today, even though it's not the 15th today. But the point is today you die. Today you die. So, again, these are some of them are easier. Some of them are not so easy, all right? All right, number three. Okay, this one, I'll say this. This was the very first movie that Steven Seagal choreographed officially. It was a James Bond movie. All right? It was a James Bond movie. It's got 4 words, and it starred, if you can tell me who was in this movie as well, you get a bonus point. All right? It's difficult to say. So the first one, she's saying no, or maybe
Hold on. No. Hold on. Stop talking. Stop.
All right.
Repeat.
Well, Samantha got it already. She wins again. She's fucking quick. Glowing, well done, glowing. Well done, glowing. Don't talk, don't repeat. No bullshit, no return. Scotty, there you go, Scotty. You get double points, mate. Sean Connery, well done. That's all right. You still do well, glowing. And you got Scotty gets a bonus point for that. Never say never again. So never say blah blah. You know, it's hard to do, man. I can't just use words, because if I use words, it's easy to do, right? So I have to try and find pictures that represent never say never again. You know, you have to kind of think outside the box. So it's difficult. All right, number 4. This is a movie, a Seagal movie. So he was in this movie. All right, he was in this movie. I can't tell you what era it was. I think it may have been 2010-ish, Seagal, if I'm being honest.
Born to raise.
All right, what do we got? What are we thinking, guys? But, you know, I'm trying, you know what I mean, Alex? Like, I got to try, yeah? So I'm trying to make it as good as I can, you know? But you have to have a certain knowledge about Seagal to be able to get it. Baby fuck stock market. baby fucks. I like Buck, bro. Buck. I like your answer better. You get 5 points, Buck, just for that answer. Baby fuck stock market. I full blown mongoloid. Born to raise hell. Well done, Glowing. And Samantha again. She always, mate, Glowing, she's always just one step ahead of you. Just one step ahead of you, Glowing. Literally like one minuscule second. Baby green cartoon graphite. you got it, Ernesto. Spot on. Baby green cartoon graphite. You got it, mate. Born to raise fire. Well, that's hell. It's actually hell. I know you probably can't see it, but that's supposed to depict hell. But well done to those of you that got it. These aren't easy, all right? They're not going to be easy, but I appreciate the effort. I think there's one more. Let me just have a look. Okay, this is the last one, all right? This one is a little bit difficult. You have to kind of sound out.
The movie?
What? Yeah, this is another movie, I think. I can't even remember what it is. What the fuck was this one? I can't actually remember.
You have to...
Okay. This one you got to kind of say it out in your head, yeah? So what are those two people? What would you call them? They're the royal family, but what are they in the royal family? Once the old people die, who gets the money and the stuff? What do you call those people? They start with a H.
Inheritance?
Well, no. If someone above you dies, you're the what to the throne? You're the something to the throne.
Okay, I don't think that I know this word. Movie.
That's all right. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. So when the plus means you got to connect two kind of sounds together. Zig's right. Oh. Okay, so Zig, you got air, and what's that? What is this? What is this body part here?
Knee.
So air, knee. What's this thing here? What would you call that?
Muscles.
Well, maybe like the whole thing.
Okay, anybody.
Yeah, and what would you call this here that's highlighted?
Scene.
Yeah. And then what's this guy?
Oh, anybody seen somebody?
Anybody seen
anybody?
Rich?
Anybody?
Seen? He's rich.
Yes.
Anybody seen Rich plus ecstasy? E? Anybody seen Richie? That one was not easy, but Samantha got it again because she's just pretty good at that. Hold knee, action, rich, drugs. You were close. Hold knee, action, rich, drugs. Anybody seen Richie? Well done, Zig. Yes. That's still look, they're not easy, all right? It's not easy to do either. You can't just get any. Like, how would you depict any as a word? Like, you could point at something, but I have to find.
This is probably the worst way you could do that.
It was hard, but you have to know. That's what you have to know about Seagal. If you're coming in without any knowledge, you got no idea. But again, it's very easy for me. This is probably the hardest one by far.
Anybody seen in the reach? Yeah.
Well, it's actually an air. You say air, right? You say air. You don't really say hair. They're not a heir to the throne. They're the heir to the throne. So any body seen rich e Richie. Anyway, it's
everything else is point on. Body
it's hard.
Rich is.
It's not easy. It's not meant to be easy. Yeah. Anybody seen cookies? Yeah, exactly. Well done, Samantha.
Anybody seen my pills?
Well, again, you have to know rich dude plus E. You got to think outside the box, Alex. I'm trying to help people think outside the box. So far,
dude, I got it. I got it as soon as I saw anybody seen, and after that, I already got it.
Rich drugs.
I didn't want to ruin it for chat.
Anybody seen rich guy drugs? But yeah, Samantha got most of them right quite quickly. So well done, Sam. High five to you. This is why you're the queen of Seagalism. Nicely done. But anyway, that's it. Next week, I'll try and come up with more. So tonight, unfortunately, my plan was to do a bit more, but I had a friend come and visit me. So, I lost 4.5 hours of work time. So I'm a little bit behind the ball tonight, unfortunately. So I apologize for not having as much shit on the go as normal, but I think we've still done all right considering. Now, We're going to finish off with some random Seagal related stuff, as well as some just random general related shit. Now, Alex, while I was talking about earlier, is this Russian or is this not Russian? One sec. All right, here we go. Am I right this time or am I being racist again? We'll wait for someone to talk. This is low kick championships, by the way, where two guys literally just sit there and kick the shit out of each other's legs. Okay, they don't actually say anything, so it makes it very difficult to know if they're Russian or not.
You have to remove the noise cancellation, but they look like Bulgarians. I say.
Okay, that's very specific. I like that. Okay, see, I just like the idea of putting like every crazy combat sport into like Russia's category. Okay, so what's this guy saying here? But in black, is he even an athlete? I don't know. Okay, fair enough. Well, so that's that. I might release that as a short because I mean, I don't I like releasing weird shit, Alex. One of my latest videos I released. I don't know if you've seen this sport before, but this is the latest sport that's taking over the world.
Taking over the world. Okay.
It is.
Looks like.
I mean, it says you say.
I would definitely try to compete with that.
Really?
I think so.
Listen to this guy get kicked in the face. The next guy, not this guy. The next guy.
Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit.
Bro, no part of that looks like fun at all. I don't know what world you live. Maybe around in Georgia nowadays that's considered fun, like a normal day.
Unfortunately, they don't have this kind of competition here. I might be the pioneer, though. Actually, ambassador.
Maybe, but that's some that's some wild shit. All right. Anyway,
how is it called?
Right, we're gonna go back.
Monkey kicking.
Yep. Now it's time to get. We're gonna finish off on some Seagal related shit, obviously, because that's the most important thing as we come up to the 2-hour mark. I found these videos today.
Here's how Steven Seagal looks today.
I love how they call him. I love how all the AI voices read him as Steven Seagal. This is what AI should be used for. Steven Seagal related shit. $12 years old. Who the fuck is that guy, by the way? Someone tell me that. Who the fuck is this guy? Because I mean, the rest of them are Seagal, but who the fuck is this bloke?
The 19 or 24-year dude is not Steven Seagal as well.
24. Who's 24?
24.
Well, yes and no. One sec.
This is Greek, some antique Greek guy. He doesn't represent Russian Mongol.
That's him there, right? That's him as a young person. Similar. Similar. Not the same, but they kind of look a little bit similar, right?
All right, fair enough.
So I will say, I think they've taken this photo and they've tried to use it, and the hair hasn't come out properly. Maybe not this exact photo, but this era Seagal. You know what I'm saying? Like this era Seagal.
This is insult. This hair looks insulting. The AI hair, I mean.
I know. Look at his long locks here. Exactly. They're not doing him service. Look at those beautiful fucking strands of hair.
Gorgeous.
But again, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who this bloke is at 35 or 41. It's not him. Now it becomes him. Okay, that's him definitely because I have that same photo. We don't need the audio. 41, yes, that's and then it transforms into dog. I have that photo as well, so that's legit photo. I have all of these photos.
Okay, everything else is on spot.
That's real. I have that photo of him.
You know, the guy who made this definitely lacked a lot of pictures only because Steven Seagal was in Secret Services.
Correct.
This is understandable. You can.
I actually have this video of him where he's having photos taken next to him by people. I'll show you to see. I mean, it's kind of absurd how I know. Where are we? Okay. I have there we go. I have that footage right there. That's him in that same outfit, doing that same fat stance. He's taking photos with people, but he doesn't really want to be there. You can tell. So anyway, that was him here.
Who would want to be there with all of those? Like,
It's
clearly are not the smartest guys, and he kind of feels that when people are stupid.
I mean, you know, depending on how you look at what's going on here, the fact that I can pinpoint exactly where these photos are from and stuff means that, like, I'm either really, what am I doing with my time? You got to ask yourself, like, what's this guy doing with his time and energy when I could be focusing it on something else? Or you got to think, this guy is focusing his time and energy on the right place and the right person. You know, it just depends on.
You're doing God's jobs, dude.
I am doing God's work. I'm doing God's work. You're right.
Don't even compare yourself to those blocks.
Okay, so he's 73. Well, that's pretty accurate, kind of. No, that's not real. That is not a 73-year-old him now. He's not wearing that shit now. You just saw what he looked like at the victory parade, right? It looks like he ate his former self. So none of that's acceptable. All right, now this guy here, he's got some decent videos, I will say. Not the Hulk. Fuck the Hulk. Fuck off. Where are we? There's supposed to be a playlist. Where's this dickhead's playlist? This guy's got a playlist of Seagal videos, and I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty nice.
Only one like? What the hell?
No, he's got a whole bunch.
You owe him a like.
Here we go. Okay, this is funny. This is funny as fuck, right? It's Iron Man.
You want Iron Man? You don't need lasers. You don't need explosions. You need discipline. People think Tony Stark is.
I like the fat Iron Man suit, right? That's what's brilliant about it all. The fat Iron Man suit.
Built a suit. I
Say, the belly.
True genius is building yourself, building your mind, building your spirit. A lot of guys that think being a hero means punching harder, flying faster. Me, I don't punch harder. I redirect harder.
Steven Seagal is not able to do that.
Hey?
Never was. Steven Seagal was never able to do that.
Kick that high.
Those kicks.
Kick that high.
It is impossible.
Take it easy, Buck. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you again, brother. Appreciate it. Hey?
You can say it is fake. Just by
definitely
watching those.
But again, this guy's using AI from a month ago. It's probably a little bit better now. It's not bad though.
I don't resist. I let it flow. I use their energy against them, and I neutralize the situation by breaking the sweat. This suit, it's just a tool. The real power is inside here.
So he's got that. He's got a few different ones. He's got one of him is this one here. It's pretty funny.
Right.
So I think you're looking for a Jedi. Let me tell you something. I don't need the Force. The Force needs me.
Look, dude, the sword is swaying like a dildo in his hands.
Well, he's waving. He likes to wave around. You know that. He likes to wave around.
Yeah, flailing hands.
I like the other hand going up.
In silence with wolves.
I meditate in silence with wolves.
I meditate in silence with wolves.
Flaccid. Hey, it's funny. Ernesto said his wand is flaccid. You're not wrong, Ernesto. He's got a very floppy wand.
I once trained a Wookiee in Aikido. He cried, big tears. See, the thing about the dark side, it's seductive but not as seductive as MP, so neck snappers.
But not as seductive. Suddenly he becomes a seagull.
He does. He's flying around like a seagull. This should have more than 4 likes. It's a good. It's only got 77 views, but again, Seagal's very niche though, right? Seagal's very niche. That's the thing. Like, yeah, it's even though Space Ice gets most of his views from Seagal videos, it's a combination of his voice and his script, and I think he built most of his following off Seagal, but yeah, Seagal's very niche.
He was pretty popular back those days when we started with you. We started at approximately the same time.
Yeah, I was in 2022. Really? Was he really popular then? I feel like he was never really popular. Or is it just that a lot of people are shitting on him now more than they
like Corey Feldman was about 6 months ago. There were all of those clips about Corey Feldman playing guitar, you know, this famous solo, you know,
yeah,
Corey Feldman.
I did a video on him because someone in the group told me about him, and I looked it up and they said do a video. So yeah, I did one on him as well. And
he was pretty big half a year ago.
Really? Okay, interesting.
For the same matter, like cringe-worthy.
Yeah. But could he wave a wand like? Could he wave a lightsaber like this though?
Of course not.
Anyway, this guy's got some decent videos. I haven't seen the rest of them. I just looked up Seagal related. He had a whole playlist of just Seagal related shit, which I don't know where it's gone.
Show us Hulk. Why did you skip the Hulk part?
Show you what?
Yes, why did you skip the Hulk part? Look, only 1 like. You owe him at least 1.
I'll give him a like.
There are 600 views and only 1 like for this.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucked up.
It's pretty fucked up.
Seagal
DNA test results shocked scientists. Okay, let's see what this
are you going to play the Hulk video though?
Which one are you talking about?
Hulk.
Oh, you want to watch the Hulk one? But it doesn't really do anything. He just screams as a Hulk.
But he looks so convincing.
He doesn't do anything. There's just music as he does fat Hulk-like stuff, which is funny. But I mean, you know, he's got to actually do some shit. He's not saying anything. Part of the joy is listening to Seagal say some fat shit as he does fat stuff. Like, for example, his DNA test results. I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit amusing as he talks about his Steven Seagal.
How many nations are going to be squeezed in?
Hey, this guy took my idea of them kissing. I've got
the true bromance.
Hey?
The true bromance.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I've seen that one.
Samantha, what do you feel now?
Yeah.
I bet she is horny as fuck.
Samantha's horny after seeing that.
Yeah,
Those
and
cat,
Kate
I'm
as
sure.
well.
All right, let's see.
Girls, be gentle.
Calm down, ladies. Calm down.
Don't go nuts.
Copyright strike him now. Let's see what he has to say about his DNA test results.
I am half Russian, half Mongolian, half Native American. I am also half man, half bear, half pig. Man, bear, pig.
Yo.
Breaking arms in slow-mo style.
Look, that would be an accurate depiction of him as a Spartan in 300.
Okay, bro, you gotta chill a little bit. Samantha got, you see, she is fired.
She's getting
She's in a fire.
All right, we'll leave that and move on to All right, so this is so have you heard of King of the Streets? Do you know about King of the Streets, Alex, or not?
No.
Okay, so King of the Streets is basically a channel where people gather in the middle of nowhere. Bro, the way these guys set up the fights is like cinematic as shit, yeah? Like, I won't show the whole thing. We'll go through it like 2 times speed, right? And I'll turn the volume down. But these guys, it's legit fighting. It's not a movie. Like, this is actual fighting. 2 dudes are going to fight now, right? This guy here and this guy on the right, okay? The guy on the right, actually, I'll slow it down so you can hear it, right? You can actually hear the punching and shit. It's fucking savage. I'm not sure how they get away with this or what's going on, but I mean, it says 9 minutes. Like the way they filmed it looks really cinematic. Yeah, like it's in a movie or some shit.
They also did a good job color grading it.
Yeah.
Here goes Hadouken.
So it's again legit fight. It's not scripted or anything. Well, as far as I know, I mean. All right, so I'll give you the short. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the short version of what happens. I just wanted to show you what goes on in these kind of videos. This is a short version of what happens
with a head. This is like some.
Well, this is the short version of what happens with these two fighting. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh shit! No, dude.
This guy chokes him out, right? Chokes him out.
Yeah, get the fuck off.
He wants a standing fight this time. He didn't like getting choked out.
Oh shit! No, this is what?
Then he got knocked the fuck out. Oh yeah, you want to see that bit? I'll show you that properly, bro, so you can see that. There's a lot of smashing going on. All right. Oh, sorry, too far. All right.
He was lying down, semi-unconscious, and
they're going again now, right? So we're gonna show the going again bit, which lasts about 5 seconds. Boom, down.
Yeah, no! You do not do that.
Can you hear the noise though? Because there's no crowd. There's no, you know. Bam, man.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh wow.
But like you said, the color grading and stuff makes it look like he's like a zombie right now in some Egyptian fucking tomb. You know what I mean? Like it. But yeah, he got knocked the fuck out. He got knocked the fuck out. That's what happened to that bloke. Twice. By the way, he got choked out. Then he wanted to do stand up and he got knocked the fuck out, as they say.
This is brutal.
All right, now this is just a funny video that just made me laugh. It's kind of fight related, but
what's my first thing when I'm here as the person on the wall?
I mean, she's hot, yeah. So and he's going to head straight to titty.
So not only am I going to have a wizard, I need to make sure that when I do have my wizard that I'm using it. They always say like pushing it down, right? I want to make him feel like he's like his posture is still fixed. Does that make sense?
Kid's having the time of his life. He's grabbing some ass, getting some titty in his face.
The guy is having his time. The time of his life.
Anyway, we're kind of
I wouldn't mind. You know what? I wouldn't mind participating in this.
No, neither would I. Neither would I at all. I definitely wouldn't mind. One sec.
She even can say thank you, Alex. Like, okay.
She what? She can say what?
Thank you, Alex.
Of course. You'd love anything.
Demonstrating.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Alex. So what I like to do towards the end of the night is I like to go on YouTube and just check on Steven Seagal and what people have uploaded. Oh, there's one more I missed, by the way. Sorry, I missed one. I don't know who this guy is, but I stumbled across this randomly. Where is it? Okay, this guy here. I don't know who this guy is, but it made me laugh. He tagged me, by the way. So he must be a Seagalian because this bloke tagged me my actual thing. Like I tagged you, I think tonight in live stream. I changed it tonight. He tagged me specifically for this shit. So
yeah, pretty fucking obese. Except you can see the pillows though. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome to Steven Seagal Training 101. I'm your Aikido Master Steven Seagal. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to be a master of Bullshido, Aikido. Without further ado, let's get started.
see, you're saying Steven Seagal's losing his appeal. I think the Steven Seagal market's probably just been flooded more by people.
I never said he's losing his appeal. Never.
Well, you said it was popular like a couple of years ago when we started, yeah. And I assume you mean he's less popular now. Is that what you're saying, or he's not as hot now?
Maybe a little bit less popular, but not niche. Definitely, you said he is niche, but I say he is very broad.
He's very broad, I think, in terms of his size, but in terms of like a YouTube topic, it's a very specific topic of a person to be on. Like you know, it's like having a fan club. If you had like a John Claude Van Damme page, for example, or I don't know who else would have a page. Fucking Sylvester Stallone. Do they exist? Do people have Sylvester Stallone fan pages?
Of course, I think that there are a bunch of them.
Run by what? Children. Sylvester
bunch
Stallone.
Of them.
Man.
Come on.
Okay, right. Okay, yeah. Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone's got his own channel actually on YouTube. I don't know if you know that. Everyone does.
He has a lot. Right? He has a lot to say.
Does he? What's he talking about?
Yeah, he is talking about
politics.
Being not, a little bit. Like,
okay.
Stop being that whiny bitches.
He said, "Stop being whiny bitches."
Something like that. Yes.
Fuck, Sylvester's going old school. He's being like Arnold. Yeah, don't be a girly man. Arnold said once, "Don't be a girly man."
Yeah.
What was I doing? I was showing that fat dude's video. Did you say the volume was too low? One sec. Where's the fat dude? There he is. Already heard that.
All right, everybody. The first move we're going to do is the iconic shot. Now, some of you claim that this is the correct shot. Well, I call it total BS. Okay, Aikido is the #1 martial arts in the whole world. It's amazing. It's great. Now, right here, we got a sturdy chair. As you see, looks like nothing. Well,
I didn't comment on this guy's video, by the way. He commented back. No, that's nice of him. You're standing way too much, but I love it. Okay, from the man himself. I love your video. That's nice. I wonder who this bloke is. He must be someone who obviously
watch your right. Like that. That is how you perform a shot.
Okay, not bad. Don't know who watched the whole thing though. Seems to be a lot of.
Yeah. Except we got the fists of fury. I always like to call them rabbit punches because they're just so rabid and so many.
That looks very Seagal-like. I'm not going to lie. It does look very Seagal-like. Anyway, the point is people are still doing Steven Seagal videos. I think that's the point of where I was getting at when I searched for Steven Seagal. Because when you go to recently uploaded, I mean, look, this guy's got 1 million views 3 days ago, whoever the fuck this guy is. I feel like, well, see, I don't like other people doing Steven Seagal videos that aren't Seagal channels because I feel like they're just encroaching on our turf, bro. I feel like they're
trying to go to the hype train.
But I mean, how did this
they
motherfucker?
Are not true.
He is a legitimate.
I've done shorts about Steven Seagal being fake, and how does this guy get 1 million views though?
He is a legitimate.
I don't understand how YouTube works. It really boggles my mind. But I look for stuff that we haven't seen, right? So even Steven Crowder, who's like a political commentator, somehow Steven Seagal gets mentioned. This is Steven Seagal now. Seagal tried to erase Michael Jai White. Now he's exposing it. So these are all fake, man. They're not real. Like Michael Jai White talks a lot of shit about Seagal.
Steven Seagal on a film you did together,
Yeah, something. Back.
I've heard that.
This is DMX, not Michael J. This is Michael.
Hey, what's that?
I thought that they confused the Michael J.Y. with the DMX.
Well, I think they might have at the start. Any black person's a black person, I guess, to the whoever the fuck.
And then they can start with the Steven Seagal. In this case, we all know we don't know what color he is, but we can guess that he is kind of black.
But you know, the thing is, that's what I mean about like the dead internet theory is even myself, like I said, grabbing clips and making different stuff out of it as much as you can is interesting. But there's just no new shit really going on. Like it's just the same. Like I see the same shit all the time. Even outside of my Seagal world, I just feel like I'm seeing the same shit uploaded by different people. It's like we need some fucking fresh shit, you know? Like just I don't know. We need some fresh shit. Do I think Michael's a tough guy? No. Do I think Jesse B is a tough guy? No.
Can I laugh in your face?
The industry knew the truth. Seagal was a nightmare to work with.
See, as soon as I say Seagal, it's 100% AI. Not surprising, Michael Joy was
no, Russians also say Seagal. They don't know that this is a bird. But back in the 90s,
oh, really?
Until this day, yes. And I, when I started my first video about Steven Seagal, I also called him Steven Seagal because I thought that it is correct.
It is correct. Technically, you are right. It is Seagal. It's not Seagal. It's actually Seagal is how it's supposed to be pronounced. But he calls himself Steven Seagal. But the actual correct pronunciation is Seagal.
Any Russian dude you would talk to, he will call him Steven Seagal. This is like no brainer.
See, again, this seems very clickbaity. Jean-Claude finally breaks silence on Steven Seagal, and it's worse than you think. I bet you it's not fucking worse than we think. I bet you it's all bullshit.
Finally breaks his silence on Steven Seagal.
What does he say?
What he says isn't just shocking. It's worse than anyone imagined.
I guarantee it's nothing.
For years, fans begged for answers, speculated about their rivalry, and even hoped for a legendary on-screen reunion. Instead, they got something far more explosive.
Dude, he talked about Steven Seagal many times in the past.
Hey?
He talked about Steven Seagal many times.
He has. I've got a lot of those clips. But what did he say? He didn't say anything recently. That's what I mean. It's all clickbaity, right? Like
this is going to be blah 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 about some bullshit for 25 minutes. Yes.
Correct. But even this dude's got 97,000 views, bro.
Like, and only one comment. Come on. The one
yes, what do you reckon they're bot? They reckon they're bot views?
It is impossible to get 97,000 views and only one comment.
Yeah, fair point. I mean, if we look at their videos, right? Their latest videos get 300 views. For a channel that's got 242,000 subs, they're getting less views on their videos than I do.
Fake as fuck.
And I've got like like 15% of what they've got in terms of subs. But yet they're getting less views than me. Well, not 15%. Let's say 20%, whatever. Interesting. See, there's a lot of these fucking channels. You know how many channels, by the way, I see that have got over 1 million subs, but they've got less views than I do. I don't understand how that even makes sense. How can you have 1 million subs but have less views than a channel with 50,000 subs?
The channels can be really old, though. And
so you think
once they were popular, but now they are nothing. Just like Corey Feldman, once he was a big deal. Now he can't... He play his guitar in front of 10, 15 people.
So it's hard to stay relevant, I guess. You got to keep evolving, right? Otherwise, you get left behind, I suppose, or you become less popular.
This is how fame works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, some people stay quite popular for a while. Like I watch a channel called, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, right? Called the Y-Files. All right. And they just talk about super shit like the moon landing or aliens or whatever else. And it's generally debunked. It's just a bit of fun, yeah? But I remember following this guy when he had like a few 100,000 subscribers not that long ago. And now he was just on Joe Rogan literally a couple of days ago, this guy. But from my understanding is he used to work in Hollywood as a producer and an editor. So it's not like he's...
Okay. So I feel he has a background.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of not necessarily nepotism because it's YouTube's a little bit different, but if you got some connections and some experience, you can do some good things. But I will say the stories are told really well. So like they lay out the story, then they kind of debunk it. But but it's just really well done, and it's a very popular channel. And it provides for some great entertainment. But again, good editing. Original shit. This is kind of a little bit original. It's got some stuff about like the Anunnaki and crop circles, but the way they do it. So this is what I would say is something a little bit different, rather than the same. And when I say the same shit over and over again, I usually mean like YouTube shorts. I feel like I see the same YouTube shorts over and over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, I don't even watch them. This is a total waste of time and brain.
Well, yeah. Well, again, it's just
this is why they are called brain rot.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to just watch something that actually requires thinking, whether it be about what's happening in China or blah 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 blah. Sometimes I want to know what's happening with the hollow moon. You know what I mean? Just a bit of a theory about the hollow moon, just for a bit of fun. You can't spend every minute waking thinking about Seagal. It's almost impossible. Your brain would explode. So would your balls.
I think it is harder to not think about Steven Seagal all the time. Sometimes I feel like I have to stop.
It's true. It's in you.
Stop what do you get some help?
So what do you watch on YouTube, Alex, then besides Seagal stuff, obviously? What channel do you enjoy? D&D stuff, or what was your D&D channel called again, by the way?
Now it is Net Happens.
Net Happens.
Yes, Net from Natural. This is like results of roll dices.
So what do I do? Net Happens. If
I
do that.
NA from Natural.
Ah, Net Happens.
Yeah, it refers to shit happens.
But how? But
you can't even. Yeah, the channel is not so big so far. It doesn't even.
Okay, how about if I do that? Does that help?
Oh yes. Here we go. You can see my face. Yeah.
So if anyone's into D&D, Nat Happens is a channel about D&D stuff. I don't understand D&D, so I'm not even going to pretend to know what the fuck is going on. I know it's an online role-playing game.
Yeah. So you know what? Those last videos, they are from RPG horror stories. So people write their like stories, and most of the time they are cringy. So you are officially invited to take part in one of those things to cringe with us a little bit.
Okay. So these are stories that are game stories or supposedly real life stories? What are we talking about here?
They are from so D&D is basically real life gaming. So RPGs grew from this.
Okay.
All of our RPGs grew from RPGs. So they are kind of from games from real life.
Okay.
It is always about people talking to each other and rolling dice.
All right, nice. The D4 effect. I have no idea what any of the fuck that means, but if you're into
this
D&D,
is actual game. Yeah, this is actual game.
Okay, actual game. All right, and there's Alex's actual channel, and Alex's actual channel is Alex Lance. For anyone that wants to go and check it out, he's got a variety of stuff, Seagal related, non-Seagal related, etc., etc.
Mostly Seagal related, though.
Mostly Seagal related, yes.
I spent 3 videos doing with Bloodsport because this is my favorite movie.
Bloodsport versus Above the Law. I see it there. Yeah, but it's a great movie. That's why Kickboxer. You know, I've spent a bit of time doing the script, and it might not do well, but I enjoy the movie, so I enjoy making the review. You know.
I have 2 videos about Kickboxer 2, and the third one was almost ready. Then I switched to D&D because I thought to myself that I have to stop about Steven Seagal for once, get some pause because I was losing my mind, bro.
Well, the thing is, I've been thinking about where eventually I will end up going, obviously, because I mean, a lot of these channels that you see of people, they don't necessarily end up where they started, right? Now, I'll give you an example of that. Someone mentioned this guy to me. I have no idea who the fuck he is, but he's got 2.6 million followers, right? So what I normally do is I go to their videos, and now he's talking about the most feared gang here, investigating the internet's most controversial sales guru, how American guns get smuggled. You go back to his oldest videos, party anthems, playing hella sus songs in the hood, small penis parking prank. So you see where these people all start, like the point is the evolution of the channel. Who knows where we'll go? We're definitely not going to be doing penis pranks. But this guy's gone from doing pranks, fart spray pranks, to now investigating suspect neighborhoods and gangs and whatever else. Yeah, and he gets like millions of views. So the point of what I'm saying is, yes, Seagal is always going to be at the core of the videos, but who knows where you'll end up in 2 or 3 or 4 years. Yeah, like same as your channel, same as my channel. A lot of these guys. I mean, if I go to, I'm sure Mr. Beast. Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm sure Mr. Beast. Fuck off, Mr. Beast. I'm sure Mr. Beast, who's probably deleted most of his. Fuck off. What was his oldest video? Worst Minecraft. So this dude was doing Minecraft videos, right? And they would have had fuck all views.
He blew up when he started to do those 10 hours of doing bullshit.
Yeah. I know.
He blew up.
That's my point. Things evolve, yeah. Like your channel evolves. Now, I don't think I'll ever do this kind of annoying shit. And look at him. He's getting 350 million views just on YouTube revenue alone. That's ridiculous, right? Like if you think about it, just on
an island or something like that.
Hey,
he bought an island or something like that a while ago.
What, with one of the videos money?
Island, bro. Island.
But with what?
ISLAND.
I understand, but what I'm saying is on one of his videos, right, he gets about 300 million views, right? So 300 million divided by 1,000. What do you reckon he gets per 1,000 views? Let's say $3?
No, 2.5.
Okay, 2.5 for him. He's making $750,000 just on the YouTube ad revenue. Let's call it 500. Let's call it $500,000. Just
this is
on
more
the
than I
YouTube.
Can imagine.
Yeah, that's more than we're gonna make in fucking the next 10 years, right? Like this guy, like in our pockets. But this guy just in one of these videos, and that's lowballing him. This one's got 804 million views. So from that one alone, he would have made, it's just obscene, just nuts.
If we assume his CPM is 2.5, I don't know his core audience. Probably
I don't know.
Those are kids, and kids don't have very.
He does like cookies though, so we'll give him that, right? He's a cookie fan like Seagal. 403 million subscribers. That's out of control, man. That's ridiculous. That's just nuts, bro. That's more.
I didn't know that that Steven Seagal was a subscriber. Their whole banner is made to attract Steven Seagal. You see how
exactly right.
And you're talking about him being niche. Even Mr. Beast knows him and wants him among his subscribers. He made the whole banner for him.
Mr. Beast made a video just counting. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Or saying words from a vocabulary.
That's nuts, man. Anyway, that's out of control. All right, Alex, is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up, my friend? We're about 2 hours and 20 minutes in. I think we'll call it a night. Is there anything you want to bring up before we go? I've mentioned the channels, guys. Alex Lance and Nat. I forgot what was it called? Nat what? Remind me.
Your subscribers are probably more interested in Alex Lance's channel because
there's some D&D people in there, but if you're into D&D, Nat Happens is an option for you. I don't know what's going on with the screen here. It's flashing. It's off his tits in the background. Or Alex Lance has got some Seagal, many Seagal related stuff in here. Mark Seagal versus Mark Wahlberg. Steven Seagal versus Mark Wahlberg. Steven Seagal versus Sylvester Stallone. Check it out. Next week, I'll endeavor to have Kickboxer will be finished definitely by next Sunday. Hopefully we might do a real world Bullshido. I think I might expand my my topics to just hating on people in the real world, being douchebags, taking selfies with dangerous animals, that kind of stuff. Those kind of people that deserve to just be mocked for their stupidity because they upload it online. But we'll see. I don't know where we're going. Thank you, Alex, for coming. I appreciate it, my friend. Always a pleasure. Go and subscribe to his channel. And hopefully we'll see you all soon. Thank you all for coming, legends. I appreciate it. Have a good week. Stay legendary, and thank you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh. What's going on here? Oh, there we are. Oh, there we go. Okay.